Yo, what is up, folks? TrevorCG here, looking at new Titan Field with some of the new MH3 cards. We have Primeval Titan, we have Field of the Dead. These are the cards that we're kind of like building around. We're trying to make a Primeval Titan and get Field of the Dead online as fast as possible. And we've got some new cards to help do that. Flare of Cultivation, 1 green sorcery. It is a cultivate. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, put one into your hand, one to play out of tapped, but you can cast it for free if you sacrifice a non-token green creature. And so we have our Boreal Grazer. NCB land to play. We have Kami of the Bamboo Groves, which is like an alchemy version of that also discards to grab forest cards. We have these things, as well as like 1 Season Safekeeper, which is another new addition to help protect your prime time that you can kind of get your full with Finale if you're in a weird spot. We have these things to sacrifice the Natural Order or sacrifice the Flare. So the kind of new nut draw for this deck is you go turn 1 on Boreal Grazer off of like a forest or whatever, and you put a Sunken Sail into play, which taps for 2 mana to activate the abilities of land sources. You then Flare of Cultivation, sacrificing the Boreal Grazer or Kami. You put a basic into play and one into your hand. So we have some Snowcover basics here. Notably, Kami, when you actually use the ability, finds normal forests, and so realistically this should be like 5 and 3, but it rarely matters. So you get your like Snowcover forest to play, at which point you have a forest, a Sunken Citadel, a Snowcover forest, and then like a forest in hand. And from there, you untap and play a Castle Garenbrig, and you have access to 6 mana to cast your Primeval Titan on turn 2, which is pretty cool. We didn't, unfortunately, get Veteran Explorer. I was hoping that we get it in Modern Horizons 3, especially after they revealed this card, but alas, not yet. Maybe we get it at some point. It's one of the cards I'll just like put into some random set, or yeah, we'll see. So the rest of the deck is like kind of built around that. That is obviously a bunch of like pretty specific cards that you need to hit in order, but some combination of those will get you turn 3 Titans. We have Natural Order as well, to like stack these away to get prime time as well. And then the rest of the deck's kind of trying to use these effects. The other new thing that I'm trying out here is Aftermath Analyst. 1 green for a 1/3, ECB mill 3 cards, and then 3 and a green to sacrifice it to return a land card from your graveyard to the backfield tapped. So you're doing field things, we've got some fetches in the deck as well, and notably we also have Silver Safekeeper. This mills itself too, as well as your opponent like having land destruction effects. And so actually, like, trying to use this to, like, get a bunch of value and bring back a bunch more zombies, pretty cool. So, I'm going to queue up a little bit and play some ranked matches with this. Oh yeah, we also have Once Upon a Time to playing Timeless. We could once into a creature. I'm going to mulligan this, realistically. We'll go ahead and keep this. What do you bottom? Probably. This is tough, because I want to bottom this Aftermath Analyst. Obviously have Natural Order. Opponent is playing Luris, which probably means Rakdos. So okay, Rakdos. Hand Disruption. So having both of these is actually kind of okay. I'll put this at the bottom and try and find an effect to get extra lands at the Once Upon a Time. Find one of our like land putting into play creatures. That's an Arrow Mesa. This could also be like energy. Ragavan, sure. See what we draw before we cast this. Okay, we hit a flare, so we're actually gonna see what we find here. We have Safekeeper and a Primeval Titan. We should take the Safekeeper. Probably just flare straight away here. We do have the Natural Order. Means this is a decision at least. 3. So we have more creatures we can hit. Also, the odds of us like surviving and press Natural Order away in like a reasonable like mana like time is obviously a little bit low. We'll go ahead and do this. I'm going to find a Snowcover forest put to play and a normal forest to put into. Alright, and now we're at the mercy of Ragavan. This appears to be, on the surface of these cards, red-white energy. They're playing like Ragavan, but with like Soul, not Soul's the Loss, Soul Guide? Oh no. They want to Besagi. Johnny. I briefly forgot that these exile and flip and return onto owner's control, and managed to flip my opponents the other day. They're not there yet. Alright, we're in cast once upon a time, which feels pretty miserable. We're kind of on board. We're living this life. Actually, that's not the worst. Sure. Grazer blocks a little bit as well. Means we're going to be a little slower getting Titan online. Well, getting Field of the Dead online. But we're going to be getting somewhere. And threatening to natural order for Titan next turn. Well, depending on if they actually remove this. Yeah, unfortunately this deck is all about sacking our cadets. We're going to sack them to natural order. Or sack them to Flare. Flare, less good when you don't have the like turn 1 like impact creature to use. No! Boo. Alright. Our Grazer is going to get shot, and so we are not going to be able to trade it in. We could draw any creature, but we're also in a bit of trouble. They hit Flare. We could also draw Castle. Castle would also do some stuff. Second natural order, not it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can even flip around. I'll take going. But we are dead. In fact, let's shortcut. Okay. Double natural order, opponent's on the play. I have 2 of these, I mean. Essentially looking at like turn 3 Titan stuff. The Woodland's a new addition as well, actually, but we want to not make that straight away. We'll drop it off of this. Oh no. So one of the things with Modern Horizons 3 is that there's now a bunch of double face cards, which is really good for some particular decks. And one of those decks is Goblin Charbelcher. And it will play DFCs and then waste a tutor for the cards, like this Witchclaw Talisman. Which, while it does give us the Witchclaw Talisman to then spend mana and tutor for a card, like, they get a Belcher. Oh dear. This is going to be... Oh, how many Dark Rituals do we have? That's 6 mana, you need 1 more. Played it like a set. Played it like a set. This is like not an unreasonable start. But yeah, I guess this is the timeless lottery. You could play against anything. This is like close to like the hand. Right into the play. So if we draw into like Sunken Citadel, if we draw into good cards, a good shot. See what goes on. Hedge Maze. This is probably some. I was going to show Show and Tell deck, but that is a farewell. Never mind. I'll keep my mouth shut. Let's Kami the Castle. Hmm. 3. We haven't got like a mid-range finale targets. We get to natural order next turn. That's kind of where we're at. The finales not only help us find Primeval Titan, but also when you have zombies that you like in a bunch of lands, you can just cast this and win the game. This is annoying. Woodland into... Yeah. I made a mistake here somewhere by having 2 forests in play. And I'm kind of priced into this. They don't have a cat spell. Wait. Find the Primeval Titan, that's step 1. Take action. I want to find a Field of Ruin, and so there's some utility lands in here. Not tons and tons, but a couple of different things. I want to find Cavern. I either want to find Cavern or I want to find the Stomping Ground. I attempt to go with Stomping Ground because I don't think they're doing some stuff. The stuff seems fairly messy. I think I'd rather be able to haste a Primeval Titan later on than worry too much. The other thing is that I put a deck with Splunking. Splunking lets your lands enter back at untapped, let you do more traditional, like amulet style stuff. Interesting. This. What's the way to answer? I guess I should play this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna find 1 Field of the Dead and also 1 Cavernous, which we'll name Giant. I forgot that this will enter the battlefield tapped anyway. Whoopsie. We'll grab the. I'm trying to think what they're actually up to. Third field. No. Oh, well. Misty's actually totally fine. Misty's very defensible. I was going to grab not a Cordion, the Lair of the Hydra. But this is actually better. Yep. Damage. Additional land drops. Farewell. Authority of the Consuls. Yeah, I actually have like no idea what they're up to. Unless it's like a 9. No, even 9 lives. Why are you playing? Sure. This would feel better without the authority of the Consuls in play. Yeah. Deal with it. One. Play around another Wrath. We have Mystery Forest, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 10, 11. Well, so we'll be able to cast this for 10. Unless I get without casting the other one of these. There's something I've definitely. The kill sweep. I don't know. Did I? Gonna make a bunch of zombies here, and then untap and finale for a bunch.
What kind of bees are about to kill your opponent? Zombies.
I forgot that I had TTS on. Actually, most of the time. You can. This is very meh. I'm gonna mulligan this. Alright, we got Sunken Cabin. We got Sunken Citadel, Castle Garenbrig. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff going on. No, I think I want the Flare for turn 2. I'm gonna put the cabin back, and I'm gonna immediately regret this. Isn't the exact pattern we wanted. If this was like an Arboreal Razor, we'd have like the nuts. Apart from the bit where we don't have a Primeval Titan, but we'll worry about that later. I want to get Slowcoat Forest. Oh, skip past it. And Forest. I'll put this one into play. Bum ba bum. Ba-dum 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 ba-dum. Bum 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 bum. Oh. Warrior could mean anything. It could mean we're about to get griefed. It could mean we're about to get like Guntuck on burn. It could mean we're about to get okay. Footsy's kind of fine here. You can't Footsy's the top of the deck. Alright. This is a bit clunky. We'll have a turn 3 Titan, assuming that this gets to stay in our hand. Which is reasonable. Reasonable. Would like guess from the start like some kind of Shantel reanimated deck, or like a middling, like a not great scam hand. Oh. Hmm. Or they could be playing like Grixis with like there's some cards. Not that one. This one. So here I want to find a Colony Garden, so we've got a green creature for the natural order, and I want to find the Hanweb Almonds. They're not going to be at 7 lands yet for the triggers. This means we've got a green creature for the natural order. You can then natural order with these lands, activate the Hanweb Almonds on the Primeval Titan to give it haste, and then have a land to play. Trigger the Build of the Deads that the Titan gets. All of Cancer Doom. Blood Acid Friends. There's a Psychic Frog. There's like dredge adjacent stuff here too.
What kind of mate will pick you up when you're down? Reanimate.
Oh my. Reanimate. Um. Yeah, they shouldn't have a way to get around the stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Circle Forest. Yeah. Oh, there should be a Bajuka Bog in here probably, or have one in the sideboard at least. Um. This version, because we're playing all the Castle Garen, we're playing like 4 Garen Briggs and 4 Sunken Citadels and stuff. There's not as much room for utility lands, but there are some pretty cool ones that you can play. Let's grab the Woodland and the Lair here. And so you put like Bog, there's some like alchemy cards that like Seek I don't know why. I should just not be attacking over this. Get that spell. I just pick one land. Sure. One caveat being is that this kind of deck is also the kind of deck that would play Wonder and give all their creatures fly. Yeah, they're forced to block here. I've been playing well, not a ton. I played Modern Dredge at FNM on Friday, and I've been very impressed with Dredge deck. And Psychic Frog was a card that I had on my list of things to try out, but I'm not convinced of it yet. I think that it's probably fine, but not as good as other stuff you could be doing. Trying to play into Flare of Denial and try and get freak out spells. But Frog is awesome. It's just 2 mana and probably not. It's 2 mana and not as good as Cathartic Reunion. But at least I don't think it's as good as Cathartic Reunion. But hey. But it would be like I would play Frog before I played the red white. My camera's gone entirely blurry. I would play Frog before I played the red white one. If that makes sense. Like the red white one that doesn't discard as a cost to cast. I would play the Frog before I played that. Oh, my title still says Mono Green Eldrazi. I should. Okay. Weirdly, this kind of hand is not as bad as it used to be. I'm very close to keeping this and just seeing where we go. In fact, we're going to limit test a little bit. I forgot I need to change my stream title because we're no longer playing the deck that I'm advertising we're playing. New Titan. Right. This does in fact tap green. We're going to Grazer, put the Coldigar into play, and then we get to Colney Garden. We get to use the Colney Garden. Oh, we don't actually. This has to be a non-token. This has to be a non-token creature. We can use this for natural order later on. We want these cards. And then we can actually go like forests, use one of these to get 2 more forests, to then play one of these, to then put some more lands to play. And I have like 6 lands on turn. Well, yeah. Oh yeah, 6 lands on turn 3. Cast a Titan if we can find one. Or a way to find a Titan. Bauble Self. Okay. Sure, they're just working out whether they want to play a fetch or want to wait. What else? I'm not. Oh yeah, I don't have this. Oh, I maybe have this loaded in the stream deck already. Hang on. I wonder. It's on the list. Green Devotion. No, it's not. Okay. Fair enough. We drew Graze, which is fine. I'm gonna use one of these to grab some forests. They are always this art. For better or for worse. We should graze it because the Kamis can be used again to grab random forests, but hey. And so we're like 1 land behind in terms of land cap for Titan. And getting through that out line. But that is okay. So, I don't know, Rat DOS, like DLC stuff. Why do you want my grazer? No! Stop. Yeah, we just need to find a Titan. If not, we're gonna start crashing in with this layer of the Hydra. No, Seakeeper is good here because we're gonna have extra forest lying around. That's fine. I've not played a land yet. I'll say go, because we can channel these whenever. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Bum ba da dum bum bum. Ba dum ba dum bum bum bum. Bum ba da dum bum. This is me being done. I want to sacrifice this one. Ah, that was fine. They're all actual forests. I was going to sacrifice a different art. The individual forests don't matter that much as long as we have 6 mana. We'd rather have the Seakeeper around to make sure that our Titan, when we do eventually find one, because we will definitely find one, smile, can be protected. So 17. We also, again, because of the like Garenbrig, Sunken Citadel stuff, we don't have great ways to gain life back in the mana base. Says that the number of lands in play don't matter. Immediately they start mattering again because we choose Finale and Devastation. Okay. Yeah, we need like this extra land in our graveyard would let us play this for 6 next turn and get Titan. Which is awkward. I will put the Kami in front of the Ragavan. As seems reasonable. New DLC is problematic because we're going to be in a bit of an awkward situation. Okay, we do natural order, which is kind of great. I don't think there's any reason there. I mean, we're not going to be able to prep the Titan, unfortunately. Kind of where we are. Oh, that's a super weird one. No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that's right. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 land names. We don't have active. We're not going to have active Hill of the Dead. Not really a great point getting. We get 1, but not 2, basically. So get one of those and 1 Shifting Woodland. That way, we could potentially go and get the. We could access 1 here to get back the Safekeeper, but they respond to kill this. I'd rather save this as a way to kill past all these DRCs. So we can maybe get an extra comment stat. I don't know. So if they can kill the Titan, we can turn this into a Titan and then attack them with it. But yeah, that's a good one. Or I guess also if we have 4 lands up, we can turn this into Silver Safekeeper. That's really checkmate. Yeah, not having a great way to gain life is gonna maybe screw us here. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got like 3 lands off. Yes. Yeah, it has to be in your graveyard. It is like a kind of dead to lightning bolt angle. Wait, 6. 17. 1, 2, 3. I just counted. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We touched to 7, 7. That's 13. That's not doing it. Okay. We want to go to combat, try and attack Primeval Titan. The harder varieties, they have some kind of interaction here. If it's like a go for the throat, that's kind of okay. They can kill this, we can make a copy of it what's in the graveyard, then go to attacks. The issue is that if it's a lightning bolt, we are just dead. Just cross check here, there's no way we had to gain life. I think I was just like, nah, it'd be fine. Yeah, fair. So we want to find one Field of the Dead and then one non-Field of the Dead land. Yeah, I'm not even playing a Radiant Fountain. I'm gonna find this. Don't mess this up. No, because we have to use the finale if we want to do that. You know, that's okay. Oh, wait, okay. We can threaten lethal here. The thing that we could also... This feels so stupid. Yeah, so I'm gonna get a Grazer from my deck and then have a Grazer with the Woodland to use it also. I think I have a normal land drop. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we can, yeah. Limit this. Should have plenty of lands to add to it. Yeah, now we get a new Grazer from our deck, and then also get to copy Grazer from the graveyard, and then can live. We have a cutting plan. Hopefully we get there. Oh. That one I was not ready for. Oh, one thing I guess is that there's no actual dredge cards on Arena, which is like another thing, just kind of thinking about the format in general. And so like Cephalic Coliseum, super busted in the new modern dredge deck, to the point where I'm like, oh, I want to put some lifelines in here. Again. Nothing to really do with that. Like, it's still okay. Like, occasionally you just need to discard some cards. But hey, nice, we do get this one. Okay, that is New Titan Field. There are a couple of things. Like, there are more utility lands you could play here. We're kind of sacrificing a decent amount. You play both, have basics for Flare of Cultivation, while also having, like, Tugger's Citadel plus Fulgarian Briggs for, like, the kind of, like, nut draw. And there are definitely, like, lands you can either play the game food and some other things. I'm gonna leave both this list and then also my older, like, pre-update Titan Field list, and then you can maybe hybridize a little bit, because there'll be a few more cool utility lands in there. We did win that last game. We managed to, fortunately, just about, like, finale, there's a lot of stuff. Managed to finale for a Grazer from our deck, and then also have the Wildwood, which is a really cool addition, wherever it is, somewhere in here. To copy one from a graveyard as well, to present two to block both DRCs if need be, which is pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Safekeeper, ideally we don't, ideally we can sacrifice one of these effects for Cultivation, but having one in the deck to do this stuff with is kind of cool and protect Primeval Titan. These Aftermath Analysts are a little bit sus, but we didn't really see them, so who knows, is the long and short of it. And maybe we want to play like a few more fetches in here to kind of facilitate that stuff. But I think there's some reasonable chance of it being good. So hey, the other thing is like a cool thing to like be able to Devastation for. These could be more copies of this, or like leave one of these and have one more copy of Devastation. But this itself, I think, is like decent. The one thing about playing this, the kind of like caveat to all of it, is that there are some very unfair decks in the format, and the things you're doing are fairly fair. Even if you have like a base level of consistency, and like, hey, I can get turn 3, turn 4 for Titan very consistently. There is that to worry about. But hey, play with the Duke of Bog as well. Yeah, that's Titanfield.